women's mass start underway. Mia Manganiello wearing that yellow helmet should lead things off. That's a little unusual in itself. #1 athlete usually leads things off. There is no passing in the opening lap, just so everybody knows. That's for safety reasons. And it's 16 laps around the track. We're gonna have a big field, 23 skaters today. So instead, Val Malte leading things off.
And you'll notice they are skating on that inner. So they're almost skating on the cement. The radius is a lot tighter than what you see on a traditional speed skating race. With this many people on the ice, 23, as Signa just said, you do want that extra room because there will be a lot of bumping and grinding.
Already some athletes pulling away. Different strategies in the mass start as well. So we'll see Horikawa pulling away. But the pack seems to be staying close by. So no real separation between the field right now. We saw that breakaway pack happen in the last World Cup. So far not. There are sprint laps as well in mass start, and this is one of them right now. And so athletes will sprint the lap. Whoever finished first, second, and third will earn points, and that would go towards your World Cup ranking. Ultimately, whoever crosses the finish line, first, second, and third, get gold, silver, and bronze. That's the way it works in the mass start, but these sprint laps give you extra points.
And the Swiss working together a little bit to pick up some of those points.
And even Blondin as well.
Even a rich history of short track success. She did transition to long track in and around Vancouver 2010. Go. You can just see a little bit of a hand on the lower back of these athletes. They're not trying to push each other, but it's just, oh, I'm here, I'm going to transfer the energy to you, my speed to you.
Blondin leading things out. Sato from Japan behind her. Greta Myers, who was the winner in Calgary last year in the World Cup, is in third.
There goes Mareika. So strong tactically, just seems to know exactly where she needs to be to find herself on the podium.
So Grunewald, reigning world champion, 3 times a world champion in mass start. And Kirchhoff, as well as Park from Korea. Blondin of Canada in 5th.
We're seeing a very long train. No one is really wanting to make a move. Again, you don't necessarily want to find yourself at the front of the pack because then you are breaking the wind for every single person behind you.
Oh, and some tripping up.
And that can happen so quickly. Again, these women are going very fast, even if there is a little bit of a game of cat and mouse.
Myers has sprinted out. This is a sprint lap. Trying to earn some points, as is Van Hout of the Belgium. And Josie Hoffman getting the sprint points that lap. Again, 9 laps down. There's 16 total. So lots still to be decided here. But Myers has taken things out. They're still looking behind them going, no, we don't want to. They don't want to go themselves?
You know, it is a game of cat and mouse with the Peloton, really, with that train. No one is wanting to really use any extra energy. It has been a long weekend, lots of racing.
So when you lead, you expend a lot of energy.
Yeah, exactly. Just like in track cycling or just like in you know, the Tour de France, when you're seeing everyone in the peloton, you can kind of get swept up with them. No one's really wanting to break away at this point of the race.
Sandrine Tass in front. Lovas of Norway. And a little bit of movement. Kerkhoff still in the top 5 from the Netherlands. Val Malte, Francesca Lollobrigida, don't count her out. Also an Olympic medalist in 2022, picked up the bronze.
Evany back in the pack for the Canadians. Val Malte sitting nicely in 4th there. She's skating very well. Huge PB in her 1500 meters, so she knows she's got a little bit of sprint left if it does come down to a sprint. But again, this is a very tactical race. They are going fast. That is a long train.
Some sprint points there for Lovas. Again, that will add up to in your World Cup rankings. But ultimately, it's 1, 2, 3 across the finish line that get the medals today. Getting down to the nitty-gritty in this race, and we're going to see a lot of movement happen, a lot of jostling.
Do not want to get boxed in. That is a lot of bodies, Signa.
Everyone trying to find some space here. 14th lap.
It's got to happen soon. If I am skating this race, I'm going, who's going to break? Am I going to break? Because this will come down to a sprint. Oh, this could be messy.
And really a lot of jostling back and forth. Trying to get the upper hand. And Val Malte is still in position. There's 2 laps to go. Valerie Malte in front. Park of Korea. And really, it's really jumbled up in there.
Well, Val's starting to go, okay, I've got to get this going now. She comes from short track. She's a phenomenal skater, especially on a tight radius like this. And Evany Blondin has set herself up nicely as well.
1 lap to go. We're on the bell lap now. Evany on the inner.
Inside pass.
So Val Malte's in first, but look at Evany Blondin. Look at the grit as she comes around this corner.
And they almost
1-2 Canada right now.
Short track pivot.
Do they have enough down the stretch? Val Malte's running out of gas. Evany Blondin driving towards the line. She'll finish first. Canadian gold in Calgary. Marika Grunewald coming out of nowhere to pick up the silver medal. You called the finish. You said it's going to be a wild finish.
I was thinking this might be messy. They left it to the last minute to break. That was a quick little race. They were not going slowly. But that certainly, I mean, to me that just shows you, it's Olympic year. Everyone was going, I am not going to pull you around this track. Look at the finish. And Evany Blondin, to the right of your screen, 1.5 million years of short track. Never seems to let her down. She's so good at pack skating, as is Val Malte. Great inner final corner. Holds it so nicely. Tremendous tactics from the Ottawa native, as she has become one of the greatest Canadian speed skaters of all time, one of the greatest mass start speed skaters ever. Puts on a show for the hometown crowd.